Yo, what's up, everyone? Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, focusing on you because that's all that matters. Now, before I get into this video, I want to say thank you to all the people who left all those positive comments, showed a lot of love on my last video. I love and appreciate y'all. God bless you. God bless all you. We're gonna get through this together. It is literally spiritual warfare out here. You got other people possessed, because I think energy is possible, like jealousy, anger, all those like negative emotions. And even myself, I get at times, I get a little bit frustrated, angry, but like we all do. But some of these emotions I think could be, this may sound crazy, but could be people, because we are energy, right? Everything is energy. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, but basically transferred. So emotions are just energy in motion, and you can get put into anything. Like you can literally reincarnate into cashews or this bag right here, because it's energy. Everything's energy. That's how this world is. Maybe a little bit too deep, you know what I'm saying? But that's for another topic. That's for another video. And actually I can connect this to the video I'm about to do right now, because in this video I'm gonna discuss how my mom honestly had a negative effect on me growing up. And I'm not gonna try to play victim or make it seem like, feel me, because we've all been through something in life. But I grew up with a very verbally abusive mom. She would always call me and my sister stupid, idiots, dumb, bitch, motherfucker, all type of shit. Any word, like all the words, any word you can think of. And I wouldn't be able to connect with my mom without her getting some type of attitude, or without her getting like hostile. When I would try to connect with my mom, she'd be like, she'd have like this attitude. She'd be like, what do you want? Like, you feel me? Like, I know that's a bad impression, but you get what I'm saying. Like, she would always get like this hostile attitude, or she'd like frown her face. And this had an effect. Like, I couldn't even connect with her, like from right off jump. Like, I couldn't even connect with my mom. I don't know what she went through. Maybe there's something that I don't know about, but I'm gonna tell you this, right? And I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna just put shit out there. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't have anything, I don't have a grudge against my mom or anything like that. But this is one of the reasons why I speak on Black empowerment. But I'm gonna tell you this, right? My mom bleached her skin a long time ago. I think when she was like, I don't know what, but she did this a long time ago, probably in like her 20s or something like that. So she has like this self-hate for herself. Now, I don't know what I don't know what my family thinks about it. I don't know what my grandparents think about it. They're not here anymore. Rest in peace to their soul. Um they told me a lot. Like, they taught, my grandpa would give me a lot of motivation. He gave me a lot of inspiring words. He also put me onto some information, onto some things. But like, they were chill. So I don't know, maybe she has like this self-hate for herself, and it just like spills into other areas of her life. But she was very verbally abusive to me and my sister growing up. And I told you guys that she bleached her skin. So she has like this yellow bone complexion to her. And again, that's one of the reasons why I record these videos, because this self-hate is crazy in my community, in the so-called Black community. So like, I'm gonna tell you this, right? So my mom would see like an old picture of her, right? And she would literally say like, ew, look how dark I was in this picture, right? And she would literally say that out her mouth like it was a normal thing. This is how colorism and the wicked, and how colonization just fucking cripple and destroy the Black community on every single level. That's why I go hard. That's why I preach what I preach, and I don't give a fuck who likes it, who don't. Whatever the case is, so be it. You feel me? Like this world is crazy. This world is wicked. But like, luckily my sister was like, she knew how wrong it was, and she also like kind of had a mind of her own. She knew that was messed up. So I'm glad she didn't get affected by that, or let it make her see even herself in a certain type of way, because the mother is supposed to be the first teacher of the household. You feel me? Like, and that was just crazy, and it even blew my mind. Like, and even my sister would say something to her and she would just like shrug it off and try to make it seem like my mom was, she's fucked up here. She's messed up. Um, I don't give a, like, I'm tired of keeping all this in. I'm tired of like just walking on eggshells and always thinking, oh, what if this, what if that? Like, I got like, this world is so, I gotta let it out. You feel me? I gotta let it out. This world is so crazy and wicked, like fucked up. They don't like people like me because we just speak the truth and we are for what's right. Again, they did Jesus the same way, but that's how crazy that shit is. So I can just off that right there, on the fact that my mom bleached her skin, basically tells me everything I need to know about her. Everything I need to know about her. And once again, I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna like, I'm not gonna like hold this grudge against my mom because she was programmed herself. But it's like, damn, you feel me? That's why it's important to heal before you have a kid. That's why it's so important to heal before you lay down and spread your legs up and decide to have a family, because you don't want to be that hurt person that goes and hurts other people. Hurt people hurt people. That's a saying for a reason. And, part of my spiritual awakening, a big part of my spiritual awakening is self-healing, healing that inner child within me. Once again, we've all been through something in life and you're not alone in this. You feel me? I too was sexualized at a very young age. Like, I was exposed to a lot of sexual material at a very young age, at like 6. And that had an effect on me too. Like, I was just so addicted to porn at one point. You feel me? But I've been practicing semen retention. I found out about semen retention when I was like 14, freshman year of high school. At first I thought it was a meme because I just kept seeing it and I thought it was like a joke or a meme. And then I look into it and I'm like, all right. I was introduced to porn at a young age and sexual material at a young age. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, my sister, like when I was 9 was when I first discovered porn, and my sister introduced me to it. She just randomly came across it. She's like, Noah, look at this, and I'm like, and I'm looking at that shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I was just like, I was just frozen. I'm like, damn, I felt like this dopamine rush in my brain. I was like 9 years old. But that's when I first watched porn. But I was exposed to sexual material prior to that. But I guess you want to say the same thing. You feel me? But that was like the first time I watched porn. But yeah, like, I came out of a household that was, it was like not right up here. My dad was in my life, but my parents went their own separate ways when I was like about 12, 13 years old. My dad was just weird. Like, I mean, he would like teach us, he would like try to teach us a lot of whitewash history because he himself has been programmed, and he would like try to push his whitewash history onto us. And I didn't at the time, I was 9 years old, so I'm a kid. I don't want to hear that shit. You feel me? So I'm like, I just want to go out and play and shit. So he would always like force us to sit down and read this whitewash history, make us read this, like watch these about, Galileo, this white scientist. Like, that shit seems so crazy to me because now that I'm way older, it's like he was just pushing his whitewash history onto us, like teaching us lies and all this bullshit. But anyways, by the way, if you're new to my channel is about, once again, Black empowerment. It's about the truth. It's about my spiritual journey. And if you feel some type of way about it, you can always unsubscribe and leave my channel. But yeah, and my dad, like, he wasn't that bad. Like, he would take us places and shit like that. He'd take us different places. But he wasn't like, when it comes to the verbally abusive part, he wasn't really like that. He was more chill. But he would just do a lot of weird shit, not just a whole bunch of weird shit that was just like weird. So I don't really fuck with my dad like that, even though I have nothing against him. I'm just not really close with my dad or either of my parents like that. That's why I said in my other video, I have nobody. Like, I'm just surrounded by a whole bunch of programmed Decepticon people, and I'm glad that I have a mind of my own to the point where I wasn't I didn't like allow them to. I'm glad I broke out of that bullshit, out of that program. I'm glad I didn't allow that to cripple me or made me hate myself, because I guess I just have a strong spirit naturally. But yeah, y'all, like, my mom, I don't hold nothing against her because I understand the bigger picture. She was programmed herself, and hurt people, but I can't forget that. I can't forget the hurtful things she said to me. And this had an effect on me. Like, when I would go to school, I would be like a nice guy. I would have like this extra nice tone to my voice because I was so used to having that with my mom, to the point where I would like put on this extra nice tone because I didn't want to make somebody upset, because I was so used to my mom getting upset every time I just try to connect with her or talk to her about anything, or just talk to her in general. She'll like frown her face and be like, "What do you want?" or "What?" or, you feel me? And what's crazy is they will try to make you feel bad because you want to protect your peace. And my mom is still low. She's still on that low energy, on that low vibrational shit. She was very overprotective too. I'm not trying to make it, again, I'm not trying to bash my mom or anything like that, but I'm at the point where it's like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm tired of just like holding all this in. I'm tired of just walking on eggshells, because people out here are crazy and evil, and they don't give a fuck. Like, they really don't give a fuck, and they may pretend to because they want to get something out of you, but truth be told, they really don't give a fuck. And I'm about to take this big risk in a couple months, so I'm gonna do a video on that. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm not even gonna just keep talking. Y'all just gonna see one day this big risk I'm about to take. I'm about to completely change my environment, change up everything. You feel me? I'm just tired of these Decepticons. I'm tired of this shit. And that had an effect on my childhood. Like, I would be too nice. I'll let people disrespect me, and even though I'd feel some type of way about it, I wouldn't do anything about it because I wanted to just act like it didn't affect me, even though it did. And I was just being too nice. Like, I'm naturally like a chill person. You don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. But you fuck with me now, I'm talking about now, like, you're gonna get the complete opposite version of me, or what you see right now. I'm gonna put you in your place. I'm gonna let you know you can't cross these lines. I'm gonna stand on it. And maybe hard for you to imagine because I'm just I'm chill like that. I'm chill. But when, like, this dude at my job, right, I went off on his ass. I went off on him because you ain't just gonna disrespect me and think shit's sweet. That's not how it works. But that's me now. But the older me, like, I'm talking about when I was like in middle school and early high school, I was letting people do me any kind of way. I had no backbone, and I was just way too nice. And you see what happens when you're way too nice now. And this all really stemmed from my mom. It really stemmed from the way she would communicate with me and my sister. She didn't want to hear none of that shit. She didn't want to grow. She didn't want to hear none of that shit. She was just all toxic, still self-hating. But it is what it is. It's our job to heal. I'm on my spiritual journey, and a big part of that is healing my inner child. Anyways, guys, that's all I have to say on this video. Let me know if you guys have grew up in a household with very verbally abusive people. This also made me feel less smart in school, like, because my mom will always call us stupid and dumb, and when I would go to school, I would feel less smarter than the other kids because of that. Because of what I was being told. I was being told I was stupid all the time for the littlest mistakes, and it just made me feel less smart when I was in school. That's the type of mom that I had. And really, I'm not connected to family anymore. Like, family is just a title. Your mom is just a portal from which you came through. You're the soul. Your soul entered the physical body when it was done being created, and you entered in that body and came through your mom's stomach or vajayjay, whatever. But anyways, take care, y'all. Protect your energy out here. It is spiritual warfare. They're working through people, family, friends, co-workers. These demons out here not playing. They come in the form of emotions. They come in the form of jealousy, anger, whatever you can think of. Anyways, peace.